So you want a boring personal story?
We want a boring
I'm
personal
full
story.
of boring personal stories. I guess that storm came about when I was in first grade. This was a long time ago. My first grade teacher was mean as a snake. By the way, I bet you guys have never heard where I'm from. I'm from Greenville, Alabama.
Yeah.
I bet you've never heard of Greenville, Alabama.
I've heard of it. I've passed it on one of my trips down to the beach, but
Yeah.
I've never been there.
If you have to go to Gulf Shores,
Yeah.
you typically go through Greenville. It's a rural town in South Alabama, and so my first grade teacher was Edna Earl Porterfield, and she was pretty tough. The first day of first grade, she said, "Hey, listen up, you people. I'm not your friend. I'm your teacher." and she called us by our last names. I never knew my friend's first name until second grade.
Wow.
This is a true story. Now you walk into elementary schools and the first grade teachers go, "Hello, friends." It was not like that when I was in first grade. And one day I got in trouble. You guys ever been in trouble before?
Absolutely.
If you say no, I got a good sermon on lying. And it was horrible. I was not being respectful. She was up there pouring out her heart and her soul. And I was not being a good listener. I mean, that's rude. That's just rude. You know, it's horrible. And I was just staring out the window. I was been staring out the window for probably 30 minutes, and she had enough of it. And she said, "Span, you get out here now." And I'm thinking, oh boy, my life is ending at the age of 6. See, I grew up in a different world. Back then, that woman was 70, but she had the upper body strength of a linebacker. And I'm thinking, this is all over. But we call it the miracle of Greenville, Alabama. We got out there in the hall of W.O. Palmer Elementary School, and I didn't get in trouble. I couldn't believe it. And then she did something, it floored me. I've never seen her do this before. She smiled. I honestly did not think that woman was capable of smiling. And then it got even weirder. She gave me a little book from the library. And you know what it was about?
What's that?
Weather.
Weather.
She noticed that I stared out the window all the time, and she thought I was interested. And as mean as that woman was, she was good. She was darn good. We came out of that first grade class reading on a very high level, math very high level, and what she did for me, that little book started a journey that I'm still on today, learning about weather. And what she did, she taught me my passion in life when I was in first grade. How blessed are you if you know what you've been called to do at that age?
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
And so a lot of people, they're older and they honestly don't know. We were all born here to do something. And when you figure out what that is, if you follow your passion, you will never work a day in your
Amen.
life. Who said that? Truett Cathy, the Chick-fil-A guy. And it's right.
Absolutely.
You know, my wish for you two guys and for everybody is that they wake up and they cannot wait to go to work or do what they do because they know they've been called to do that.